Continuing our breaking news coverage tonight, a 6-month-old baby seriously hurt after a hostage situation turns into a tense barricade and then a fire erupting at a home in Surprise.
At the center of this was the baby's father, who allegedly held the mother and the child hostage until she was able to escape. His whereabouts are still unknown at this hour.
Female approached him and asked him to the police. She stated he and her baby were being held hostage by her boyfriend. She appeared to have bruising on her arms. She did state that the boyfriend is violent and threatening to kill her, and that there were multiple weapons inside the home.
According to police, the man forced his way into the home overnight. The woman escaped hours later, and police say they heard gunfire inside that home, so they forced their way in. That's when they found the 6-month-old child with several gunshot wounds. Things escalated even further later in the day when a fire broke out at that home.
We have team coverage of this tense situation playing out near the 303 and Cactus. And we start with our Nicole Grigg with the very latest information, with police just providing an update. Nicole?
Yeah, just in about the past 10 minutes or so, we are just learning the condition for this infant. We were just told that the infant who was transported to the hospital, those injuries are serious but do not appear to be life-threatening. So some promising news that we can share with you that, a press release just came out in the past 10 minutes. Now, this toddler was shot several times in its lower extremities. Police will not tell us yet if this is a boy or a girl. They also have not given us any details about this mother or the father, but I do want to show you kind of what we're seeing from the ground from my vantage point. You can see there are no longer that smoke cloud. You cannot see the flames anymore, but you can see that this house is a complete loss. So now investigators are waiting to go in to determine if that suspect, what his condition is. Now, I can tell you that police presence is starting to clear. We're starting to see some of those law enforcement officials clear the scene, but it has been such an active scene. Here is what police told us just a short time ago about what those initial officers did when they responded.
When a call came into 911, our officers were ready to put themselves in that line of fire, in the danger, for the betterment of that young child.
So then hours later, around 3 o'clock, is when our crews were here and we saw large flames because the house was on fire. The fire response was delayed, though, because of how dangerous the situation was here, as we were told that they could not get inside because they said they could hear the suspect was firing rounds inside. And we are learning new details about that hostage situation. We're told that the mother was held hostage for almost 8 hours. That mother, the father of the child, entered that home around 3 o'clock in the morning, and she wasn't able to get out until about 11. What's unclear, though, is what led to this fire. I was able to ask law enforcement officials, was it something that happened inside because of the suspects, or was it because of the police response, whether a flashbang or something ignited during their law enforcement presence? They said that that's just way too soon, that they cannot answer any of those questions yet, but that there will be a full investigation into that. Now, the big question, where is the suspect? Well, again, they believe that the suspect is still inside or contained to that house. They don't think that he escaped their perimeter, but again, they can't get inside until the fire department deems it safe. Now, police are expecting to be out here all night. I can tell you that our Ashley Holden actually was able to get a little closer. So she's kind of on the other side of where that block wall is because the tape is starting to come down. So Ashley, what can you see from your point of view?
Well, we're getting really the first up close view of this home that I have seen, and we're going to kind of spin you around here and show you, and you can just see charred wood at the front of this home. But we have seen slowly fire crews kind of cleaning up hoses, and you can see that process taking place right now. You can see that they still have tape up. Now, since I've been out here for hours, I've talked to so many people that saw this fire start and have kind of watched this all play out. I do want to let you know I was just able to talk to a man who was in one of these homes that I'm standing next to when he heard gunfire. And at first, since there's so much construction going on in this area, he at first didn't know what it was, but then he says he came out and he heard that mother yelling, screaming for her baby, terrified, asking for help from, he says, not only those construction workers, but also some people that recently moved into some of these new homes. I also want to let you know, we talked to a woman who was working a little bit farther away, but talks about how some of this was all playing out just as she was driving into work. Take a listen to what she had to say.
It's horrifying. I mean, you're driving to work today at 10 o'clock and knowing that a mom and a small child were possibly being held hostage 100, 200 yards from you is sad.
And so many people thinking of that baby. You just heard an update from Nicole, but we do know from police that they are anticipating giving updates throughout the weekend, and we're going to be out here throughout the night to make sure that we will be asking those follow-up questions, and we'll bring that to you live on ABC 15. For now, live, Ashley Holden, ABC 15, Arizona.